Got some cool cables here that I want to show you and run some tests on for you. These are from MagTame, and the thing that makes them unique is that they are magnetic. The entire cable is magnetic, and so they coil up and stay coiled up very, very nicely. And it's a pretty cool design, and I think there's a couple of good use cases for them that I want to show you, and I want to test and make sure that they do what they claim and say they're going to do. MagTame did send these out to me free of charge, but as always, I get to say and do whatever I want to on this video, so that way you guys get the real scoop. Let's do a quick unboxing here. From the front, there's not too much difference besides physical size, especially on these two. This one's a little different because this one is the Thunderbolt cable, so it has a little more information and what have you on it than these. Now, the main information that you want to look at are on the back here, and they've marked what type of cable is inside. So this is A, type A to lightning, and so is this. But you'll see here there is a difference between these two. On the back side of this has just a few more specifications about the particular cable. It'll be fun to test this and see if these specs end up being true or not. This is a type C to C cable. Transmission speeds at USB 3.2 speeds. We've got 100 watts worth of power delivery and 20 gigabits per second data transfer speeds. We'll test that. We've got 8K and 4K output resolutions. I can't test the 8K, but I'll test the 4K here in a bit. Here are all three cables unboxed. Let's talk about these two quick. These are the same cable as far as the connection type. There's a lightning connector, and here's a type A connector. Same with this, type A and lightning right there. However, these two cables are definitely different. So notice that this one is circular in shape. So this is what they classify as their O-style cable. And this one here, notice, is very flat and skinny, so wide that direction, and then you can see very narrow. There's a couple of good use cases I want to exhibit this for that I think could be very handy in a variety of scenarios. Type C cable here, very thick, very nice, braided construction here, and it's kind of circular in shape as well. The claim to fame of these cables is the magnetic nature of these, okay? Now, you really can't tell that they're magnetic just by feeling it as a cable itself. The only way you can tell is when it comes in contact with something that's magnetic like itself or other magnetic things. It does not self-coil, okay? So I can't just throw it and have it automatically coil up. That's a misconception that a lot of people have about these cables. That is not the case. The goal of this cable is to provide a way to, once you've coiled your cable nicely, just like I'm doing here, for it to keep and hold its shape, okay? So there we go. And now it can get thrown around, jostled around, and what have you, and it doesn't get tangled up with itself or, with other cables, right? In your bag or your backpack or whatever, this could be quite slick. On a desktop situation, and I'm going to show that here in a minute, I think there's also some merit to having the ability to have this nicely and neatly be able to coil up and stay coiled up. And I do like the fact that, and I think it works well, that, keeps stuff organized, even as it gets jostled around and flipped around and what have you, they stay together. So no need for cable wraps or anything like that. The cable does it itself. And that's really where it excels, I think. It's not so magnetic that it picks up, you know, the other cables. So here's kind of a unique use case and storage option. If you've got a surface that is magnetic, like I have here, you can literally throw the cables up on it and they'll just store there. And then when you need one, you just grab it, comes right off. So no longer are you using up precious drawer space or desk space. If you've got a little magnetic board or vertical surface, all of a sudden your cables can now stay organized there. And I think that is going to be very handy. This is probably where I'm actually going to store these cables long term. Works out pretty well too when it's, you know, just connected. You can just pull it, you know, extend it, charge what you need to charge, and then it just coils right back up, and you're good to go for the next time. Here's a use case that I think the C-style cable would be really good at. This is my desktop gaming PC, and I have limited I/O here in the front. I've got just one USB Type-C, two USB Type-A ports, and a lot of the time I'm using those for data transfer. And so to be able to run this cable along here, stuck to the side of the PC case because it's magnetic, and have a place to easily charge my phone right there, but using a USB port from the back of the computer to power it, that's what I'm talking about. I like that a lot. And this C-type cable works really well to stick to surfaces like that. The O-style just kind of falls off. So that would be why you'd want to get this C-style here as opposed to the O-style if you wanted to actually run it along a magnetic surface like this and have it hold itself in place. And it's pretty sturdy. I'm surprised, actually. This is less about the magnetic capabilities of this cable, but more about the shape of this C-style cable. I have an outlet that's behind this bank of drawers right here, and it doesn't get used, but in an office situation, outlets are in high demand, right? And so to be able to have this plugged in here, and its shape allows the drawer to still function, as you can see, but it fits for the drawer to close. Look at that. And I can pull this in and out, so I could easily pull this up, charge up my device, and then just kind of have it here waiting and ready. So that's kind of cool. Okay, I've got my iPhone 14 plugged in here. This is with the O-type cable, charging the phone quite nicely. I don't know if you can see that or not up in the top right corner there, but nonetheless, we've got this coming in and plugged in the computer. It immediately recognized it. Now it's supposed to be just kind of standard speed as far as data transfer goes, so we're going to just test that here. Okay, I have a video file here that is 2 gigs, so let's copy that, and we'll just paste it here on the desktop. Okay, there we have it. So, you know, not crazy long, but certainly not blazing fast. And the Lightning protocol on Apple products has never been, you know, blazing fast when it comes to data transfer. So, but the cable can transfer data just fine, and can obviously charge the device extremely well also. Okay, now I have the C-type cable, so not USB-C, but the C model, this flat skinny one. And we're going to do the same test as we did with the O-style. As you can see, it's charging just fine, so charging is a non-issue. Let's do the same file transfer here. Alright, same 2.23 gig file right here. There we go. So I would say both cables with the Lightning protocol have very similar transfer speeds. Let's now shift our focus and look at this Thunderbolt style cable and see what it has to offer. Now I've got this Thunderbolt cable here. It's plugged into this Samsung T7 solid state hard drive. I've got a file right here that is 25.6 gigs in size. So what we're going to do is try copying that. We'll just see what kind of speed we're getting. Copy, paste, go back the other way. File transfers seem to go very, very quickly. Now I have this 32-inch 4K monitor, and I have an iPad Pro here. This has the M1 chip. So we have a Thunderbolt port here on the side. So let's plug this MagTame Thunderbolt cable in, and let's see if it's able to drive this screen at full 4K. And there it comes, piece of cake. And I've got the world's best YouTube channel playing here. There's a trick for that. Go subscribe. But this is a 4K video playing, and it's all coming through this MagTame. And as you can see, it's working exceptionally well. There's audio, some mounting hardware, and then the remote control. This can easily drive the 4K display. Unfortunately, I can't test the 8K, but if this can drive 8K, it can most certainly drive 4K, as we're seeing. Another fast observation, this should be a given, but it's also charging. And then when I'm done, just unplug it, right? And this is the sweet thing about this. This just coils up and is super convenient. And then when I'm ready to use it again, I can just pull it out and bring it over and connect it into the iPad. And voila, very convenient, and I'm gonna love having the tidiness of that cable here. Okay, I have two power stations here, and we've got this MagTame Thunderbolt cable. One of the specs that I wanted to test on this was 100 watt power delivery capability. So this power station here has an 100 watt power delivery out, and this power station over here has a bidirectional power delivery. So we're going to charge this unit from this unit using this cable. So take this nicely coiled cable, plug one end there, plug the other end into here, and let's watch. This is our input right there. $94 watts, so it can definitely do 100 watt power delivery. Let me show you one more unconventional use, but trick nonetheless with this. So it falls, you have no idea where it is, so you whip out your MagTame cable, and the cool thing is you've got quite the spread on this cable. And literally all you got to do is just drag it across the floor, right? A little bit, and then lift it up. And hey, look at that. Your staple has been picked up off the floor, and it's not going to be in your foot. Somewhat unique, but nonetheless could be a hand use case for a magnetic cable like this. Alright, so there you have it. I'll leave links down below as well as a coupon code so you don't pay full price for these. So be sure and check that out. So pick one up, try it out, see what you think, because they have a huge variety of cables available. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up and subscribe. It does help the channel out, and we greatly appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything, because we've got some more great videos coming up here.